Hey guys, welcome to Were You Watching That, the movie podcast where three friends hang out and talk about our movie of the week. I do this a lot, I've noticed in the intro. Anyways, we will be spoiling the movies that we watch, so we do suggest watching before tuning in. I'm Taylor and I am here with Megan and Renee. And today we're talking about, I have these are my mummy notes. We're talking about the 1985 film Clue. All right, and this is my movie.
Yes.
Yay! Okay, so let's start off with the plot. It is a rainy evening in 1954, and six strangers arrive at a dinner party in a secluded mansion, greeted by the butler, Wadsworth. It's revealed that they are invited to confront their blackmailer, Mr. Body. The clock ticks as new guests arrive, and the guests, Colonel Mustard, Mrs. White, Mrs. Peacock, Mr. Green, Professor Plum, and Miss Scarlet, try to solve who the murderer is before the cops come. It's directed by Jonathan Lynn, who, in like looking things up, he also directed My Cousin Vinny, which I've never seen, but is
I've
also like iconic.
yes.
Wild. Clue is a dark comedy mystery based on the board game. It was originally released with multiple different endings at different theaters, and it received mixed reviews, and it did bad in the box office. But later it developed a cult following. So that is Clue. It is one of my favorite movies. What did first thoughts? What did you guys think? Renee? Renee,
Okay.
I'm scared to ask Megan. I'm
Don't
so
don't don't
sorry.
be scared.
No, don't be scared.
So it was my first time watching it,
Mhm.
and I watched it with my Kyle, which is sitting down to watch a movie with him is like a win because he doesn't like to watch like full length movies.
Say ADHD.
Yeah. I watched like 3 hours of YouTube, but not like an hour and a half movie. Anyway, so we watched that together. So it was a fun movie. Like I know I say fun a lot, but like for real, it was a really fun movie. It was so funny. God, like Tim Curry is
Oh yeah.
just
Perfection.
He's a gem.
Yes.
it's just so good. So like yeah, like I definitely gonna be like a rewatch. And definitely gonna be like when the boys are old enough to be like, this is a movie to watch together. Like
Yeah.
Yay.
it was good.
Oh my God, I'm so
So
glad.
Megan.
Yeah,
Megan.
I also first time watching it, I watched it myself, but I'm probably at some point going to make my Kyle sit and watch it because to see kind of his reaction because it was hilarious. I give them props. I loved that. You are making a movie based on a board game and not even like yes, it's got like it's a whodunit, it's got a plot, but it's a board game. There's only so much to work with, and I just love that they're like, you know what, it's silly. We're just gonna lean into the silly as
Yes.
hard as we can, and just I loved that. It was very funny, and I mean, like she said, like you said, Tim Curry, he is a gem. Best
Love Tim
part. I
Curry.
mean, I'm biased. I love Tim Curry, but.
Yeah. He has said, like, I don't know how recent it is, but he has said that, like, was one of his favorite movies that he's made.
I could see that.
And, like,
It
it's
seems
so
like it was a
fun.
fun set.
Yeah. Yeah, they have said in my research, they have said that like in between takes and even during some of the takes that they were like all acting because these are all like I only know a handful of people's names, but they're all like comedians, like established comedians, right? So like they would have laughs in between the takes. Oh my God, I'm so glad you guys liked it. I have
Oh,
no more
and you got
questions.
Christopher
End
Lloyd,
the
which
episode. End of the episode. We're done. No more.
It was funny. I saw like the name pop up on like the credits before the movie.
Mhm.
So I saw Christopher Lloyd and then I kind of forgot about it and we're watching it and I'm like, that guy's so familiar. And I'm like, that's Christopher Lloyd. But like because he doesn't have like the white hair.
yeah,
So I said it
he
to
looks semi-normal.
yeah, so I said
Yes.
it to Kyle.
Normal as he can look.
Well, this movie came out the same year as Back to the Future.
It's wild.
Make that make sense. How he looks like that in this movie and then looks like Doc in that movie. I know it's the
Movie
power of movie
magic.
makeup, but
Yeah,
like I
movie
don't
magic.
he's been an old man our whole life, so I don't know. Yeah, was there any like thing that you liked or didn't like? Like what specifically?
I like that they included secret passages, which like it's a big mansion, like it kind of like it should have it anyway.
Yes,
But
that's what
like
I thought.
that was like, did you guys get the cereal box computer games from like
Yes.
Yeah.
so Clue was one of the computer
I
games
feel like
from the cereal box. So I we
or
had
I played it at your house.
maybe
It's familiar.
because yeah, me and my sisters would play Clue and at the time did not know how to play Clue. We would just like mess around, hit buttons. But like it was such a cool video game because like the set was really like the setting was really neat. The secret passages, all that. So seeing that in the movie, I just like that they added that detail, which again feels like you have to. It's a mansion. They gotta have some secret hiding
Oh
fun,
yeah.
but you
Yeah.
know, right into Clue. I like that.
Yeah. I like I said, I loved how they leaned into the silly. I loved the overacting in moments. Like just the big use of the space and their bodies and the over exaggeration of their movements. It was almost a little bit like a stage performance,
Yes.
which I also kind of thought was really fun. I love stage performances. I find movies that kind of have that feel can be very interesting. Sometimes it can be awkward, but when it's done in a comedic way, I think it's a lot of fun. Oh, I also thought it was hilarious that there was at least one reference to the Three Stooges. There was at least one moment
Yes.
where they were fully doing like a Three Stooges like
Yeah, the
physical
Mr.
comedy, and I was
Bodybuilder
just like,
thing.
oh,
Yeah.
okay,
The
okay, yeah, yeah. I really liked, yeah, I really liked the use of visuals just with their themselves with their bodies, the way they move, the way they talk, their facial expressions, the delivery of some of the lines is just occasionally just very like just some I don't want to say dry, but just like in this like almost like just monotone
Monotone.
serious way, like
Mhm.
what? What? And
Playing
it's
it very straight for like a bunch of comedians.
yes.
Yeah.
And that so that the more comedic parts just kind of like it was comedic in a different way. It was straight, but like the things that were allowed to be silly just lit up more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The guy that I didn't write it down because I went, I won't bring this up. It's fine. And yet here I am bringing it up and I didn't write it down. The guy that played Mr. Green, he said that between takes they were like laughing a lot, right? But he would always be like when they were starting to roll, he would be like, this is a very serious thing that happened, but it's made up. And then they would like get into it. And I'm like, okay, what a way to like get you back in that headspace of like, people have died, but it's not real. So let's go and sell this, but be silly about it. Like, I think that's great.
I also like that there kept like victims kept happening. Like
Yes.
I didn't expect so many people to die. What
Mhm.
was it, like six? Five or
Yeah.
six people?
Oh, the singing telegram. Oh my gosh, that one just threw me. I was like, oh, oh, and then they're dead. Okay, great.
Yeah, so
I am the singing telegram. And they're like, pow, you
But at
get
the same
a
time,
line.
I feel like most people's reaction is like,
oh
okay,
great.
fair,
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. There's some shenanigans happening in this house. We don't need you to be here.
Yeah.
Also, nobody asked for this. Nobody
Although I
wanted the
do want to
singing
know what
telegram.
was the message going to be?
True.
Uh, I've never actually considered thought
And
of
I
that.
like that there became more victims because that also took out suspects.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, it was the chef. It's like, never mind, the chef is dead. Oh, it was the maid. Never mind, she's dead. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
bodies
was
definitely
funny.
kept piling up. Do you guys have like a favorite character? Mine's Mrs. White and also Mrs. Peacock, but mostly Mrs.
Mrs.
White.
Peacock is funny.
Madeline Kahn, who's like the only female name that I know in this movie, is just amazing in like everything that she does, but her Mrs. White is iconic.
That is really she was really entertaining. She was really good.
Yeah. like that role was supposed to be way smaller when it was originally written. And then
Mm,
when they cast her, they were like, we gotta,
gotta do more.
yeah, because
She's just too good.
she had just come off of doing like Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. Like huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Kyle
Who's my
said
favorite?
that Carrie Fisher was an option for I can't remember who.
Miss Scarlet.
What? Okay,
Oh,
like one of the characters.
okay. Didn't
Yeah,
know
so she
that.
was originally cast as Miss Scarlet and then she went to rehab. She got like
Okay.
the okay from like the rehab to like be able to go to set and like do the movie, but the studio was like the insurance for this is way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And so she got recast as the lady that looks like Susan Sarandon.
Oh, that Kyle was like Susan Sarandon in this movie, and I was like, no, it's not.
No, it's
I was
not.
like, here's the IMDb page. This is not her.
Leslie Ann Warren, yeah. She
Yeah.
looks just like her. It's insane. Um, yeah, do you guys have a favorite
Honestly,
character?
Wadsworth.
Wadsworth.
Come on.
Yeah. He's just the glue.
Like, hold on.
Oh,
He's just like monologuing the last 15 minutes. Yeah.
Like
Incredible.
one of the best lines, which like I've seen this bit before, where he's like, "Who are you? I'm the butler. What do you do? I buttle
I
fish."
bottle. I love
Oh
it
my God.
so
I feel
much.
so silly. There was another line where I'm like, I've heard it before, and now I can't remember, but it was so funny.
There's a lot of really great lines.
There's so many.
I watched it just before I just finished watching it because I was like, oh, it's fine. I know this movie. It's okay. And I'm like, I'm gonna write down all of my favorite quotes. And I'm like, this is the
I should
longest
have written that one
list.
down. It was so funny.
I love the, are you trying to make me look stupid in front of the other guests? You don't need any help from me, sir. That's right.
Thank you.
I'm like, yeah.
Oh, also, that's
Colonel
the
Mustard, you're
principal.
so
Yes.
dumb. Yeah, from Sabrina.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, it's so good. There's so many good quotes. How many
Oh,
husbands have you had? Mine or other women's?
That's good.
So good.
keep going. Let's see if you have the one I'm thinking of.
What do I have? Um, the husband was an illusionist. Well, he wasn't a very good illusionist. This is another one
That's a
that
great.
I that I wrote down. The bit where they're like, um, long story short, too late, and they say that like multiple times.
Yeah.
I say that to myself whenever anybody's like, long story short, I'm like, too late. And I'm like, I'm not gonna say it very loudly because not a lot of people have seen this movie, and I don't think you're gonna get it, and I think you're gonna get offended.
This is not what I forgot, but I feel like the communism was a red herring. I've heard that somewhere before, and I don't know where, but I'm just like, I've heard that before. Like it sounded so familiar. I have no clue
Yeah.
where or how, but communism is a red herring.
Cosm is a red herring. They just said it so casually. I
Yeah.
also love this was improvised. The all of the my favorite quotes are like from Mrs. White, but Madeline Kahn's like flames, flames, flames on the side of my face, heaving, heaving breaths, breathing. And then she just like trails off.
I feel like that
I
was so relatable because like when I get frazzled, I'm just like
I
so like
hate
that's
her
like
so much. So good. That line's iconic. People quote it regularly. I don't know what else. I don't know what else there is. I love
Um,
the
Not necessarily a quote, but Tim Curry dying. That's always fun. He makes some
yes.
good faces, and he
He's
goes into I don't know if a purpose or accident, but there would seem to be like this little like space in the wall that his head like nestled into.
oh yeah, it's so
Like
good.
it wasn't just like his head up against like the little like portion of the wall. It was like in this space between like a wall and a table or something. Like there was this little nook that he
Yeah.
just like
It
went
was
in,
like an
and his head
umbrella
goes back in
stand.
the ugliest way. Like it's not a good shot.
No, but it
It looks
like is
very
kind
ugly.
of believable.
I loved it. I'm not
Yeah.
saying the ugly was bad. I'm saying that the fact that they used the ugly angle and the ugly shot, props. That was good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It's so good.
I buttle,
Oh my
sir.
God, I butthole sir. Another one that is also my favorite is when we it's revealed that Colonel Mustard got his money. He's like, I sold radio parts on the black market, and that's where I made all of my money after the war. And Mrs. Peacock's like, well, a lot of airmen died because their radios didn't work. And I'm like, okay. I don't know what it is about that because it's not funny, but it's the delivery of it.
Oh, I feel like it's like, I don't know. It feels like it's stupid, but I got like with when he gives them all their boxes and it's all the different various weapons, right, from the game. Because I
Yes.
had the board, like I had an old board, like version of the board game when I was a kid. And I went through a period of time being weirdly obsessed with the board game, and that was the only game I wanted to play, and I would make my parents play with me. And I'm an only child. So
Yes.
it would literally be like me and my mom, and it's like it's a game that's a little bit better with more
More
people.
people.
Yeah.
So the game was never like to its full potential, but I was obsessed, especially because mine had like all the little weapons were like metal and like all the like the board and everything was like faded because it was old.
Yeah.
It was, oh, I don't, I still am like, I have this like nostalgia for for that
Do you
specific board
just
game.
do your parents still have it?
I
Did you
don't think so.
come
I'll
on?
have to ask. I don't have it here.
You can
I'll ask my parents, but I think it's gone.
I think I've only played Clue like a handful of times, and I did not enjoy it. I was like, I hate this. I don't want to have to
Well,
guess
we are
what I'm.
gonna find a version of this.
And we're
If
gonna,
your parents still have it, yoink, and we're gonna play it,
yeah.
and it's gonna be fun. Make it a drinking game if you really want to, but
I
it'll be
didn't really understand. Okay, so I was a kid, and I don't think the box. I was at my friend Angie's house, and it was like me, her, and her brother that were going to play it. And I'm like, what are the rules? And they're like, don't worry about it. And I'm like, I don't know
Hmm.
what the rules are.
That's not.
And
Yeah,
I'm
that's,
Come
10
on,
years
help me out.
old, and I'm like, I don't understand what's in the envelope. Can't I look in the envelope? No, you can't look in the envelope. And I'm like, I don't get this. How do I move? How am I supposed to guess? I don't get this. So I really
I do have to say, I don't remember fully how to play the game other than you have like the different options, so, like the room, the weapon, and the person.
hmm
And like those get shuffled in like the three piles, and then one from each pile is like randomly chosen and put in the envelope, and no one knows what's in the envelope, and then the rest are dealt to the other people playing. Then you have to figure out what other people have, so you can try and through process of elimination figure out what's in the envelope, and whoever figures out what's in the envelope first wins.
This sounds like
And
I need more brain smarts, and I
You can do it.
they did try to keep some things pretty close to detail with the board game. The secret passages in the movies lead to the same rooms as they do in the board game. The kitchen leads to the study. The conservatory leads to the lounge. The floor is also the same as the board game. And
Okay.
then there's a few times where they mention like time. Um,
yeah, because I think there's a sand timer if I'm remembering right.
like in the board game or in the
Yeah.
movie. Okay.
I let you left.
No, I think they're actually you have like I don't know what portion of the game or if it's the whole game. You only have, if I'm remembering right, you only have a certain amount of time.
Like they mentioned 45 minutes until the police arrive. So like maybe the game was supposed to take 45 minutes.
I think it's less than that. I think it's
Long.
less than that.
So at one point, Wadsworth says that the police is going to arrive in 30, it says 39, but I think you're right, 45. And then the chief rings the bell at 45 real-time minutes later.
I was gonna
So he
ask if
says
it's
the
actually
time,
timed.
and then it's that time later, the police rings the bell. And then at one point, Professor Plum says that there's only 15 minutes until the police come, and then 15 minutes later, the evangelist, there we go, who's later to really be the police chief. I can't read, rings the doorbell. So, like, the times that they say
Are
that
accurate to
time
the
passes,
actual.
yes, which I
I
don't
love that.
understand how they did that
That's
in editing, but
good
that's
timing.
amazing.
Like with editing and everything, like
Yes.
that's very skillful.
Hmm.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, it's insane. I love this movie so much. Um, we talked about Carrie Fisher. The Singing Telegram was played by Jane I can't read this on my glasses are on my head instead of my eyes. Jane Weedland, who's the rhythm guitarist of the Go-Go's.
Cool.
Yeah, right?
With like a 3 second cameo
Yeah.
of the death.
She gets a line and it's great. And then the director, he was like, he basically had like first pick for the casting. He wanted to get a couple people for Wadsworth before he settled on Tim Curry, and one of them was Rowan Atkinson. Like, could you imagine
Okay.
Mr. Bean being Wadsworth? This was pre Mr. Bean.
Oh.
Yeah,
So I
because Mr. Bean
mean,
is 1990. So this was pre Mr. Bean. This was like around or after Blackadder.
hmm. I
Yeah.
think it would
It
have
would have
been a
been a
different
different movie.
vibe.
Yes.
It
Thank
would have
you.
been different, but like with the British accent, that kind of makes sense with like the whole butler thing.
I butthole.
Yes. I buttle.
I could see it in an alternate universe working, but it would definitely be a different vibe, especially like in my head watching it, because then yeah, I'd be watching Mr. Bean and not Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror, which
Yeah.
is of course where my brain is was like, oh,
Yes.
or Long John Silver from Muppet Treasure Island. So
Yes, which I think is also a second favorite of Tim Curry's movies that he's made. I watched a reel the other day, or maybe even earlier, and it doesn't matter, recently, that somebody asked him if he had like um the one that got away. Is there a Tim Curry, is there a one that got away? And he said that it was Miss Piggy. And I'm like, I love Tim Curry with every fiber of my being because I knew that he was going to say that because he is a Muppet. Like I just
yeah.
anyways, we're not just talking about Tim Curry here. Angela Lansbury, Betty White, B. Arthur, and Julie Andrews were all considered for the role of Mrs. Peacock.
Could you imagine Julie Andrews? Oh my God.
Julie
She's just
Andrews.
like she's always gonna be like Mary Poppins or like the
Yeah.
Queen of Genovia for me. So like to imagine her in this situation.
Betty White though.
Betty White.
Betty
Again,
White,
different
that
movie, I think.
yeah, because like I'm imagining like later life Betty White, like
Hmm.
I know she would have been much younger, but like that's just
She would have been great.
she would have been great, but again, totally different vibe.
Completely different.
Totally, yeah. There's so many like these movies exist in alternate universes.
Yes. Do you guys have like before I get into like other like things that were new to me when I was watching it, that I never put two and two together, is there an ending that you guys
Preferred?
preferred? Like, do you have like out of the three endings, is there one that you're like, this is the ending for me? Like, this was the one that I liked that makes the most sense.
Well, okay, I feel like this is a cop-out answer. I liked them all mushed together.
Yeah, it's perfect
I
mushed
think it
together.
fits the vibe. The oh, there's this, but it was actually this, but really it was this. I like the three different endings and like the no no no, we're gonna go back and redo it
Yeah,
because I feel like it fits the comedy and it fits the just the vibe of the silliness and all that. So I feel like it's a cop-out answer.
yeah,
But I guess the one that I would be like, okay, this feels like the best would be like that third ending, the one that was like kind of
yeah,
actually the ending. I like that one the best.
yeah.
But
It was gonna
I
be
mean,
like if
I
you
liked
had to choose, pick one.
it'd be that. Yeah.
The
If I had
last
to
one.
choose, it'd be the third.
Yeah. I think the third one
I'm
makes the most sense,
I'm
but
gonna rank them.
ooh, okay. Yeah,
Okay,
gimme.
so the second ending, which was that Mr. Green being the FBI agent?
That's the last one.
That's the third one, yeah.
Yeah. The second one is Mrs. Peacock,
Right.
where
Okay.
Oh
she's a
So
jolly
yeah.
good fellow. Yeah.
the third ending is gonna be my like favorite ending.
Yeah.
It was Wadsworth who was
The bad guy.
the
Your
blackmailer.
body. Yeah.
And then the Mrs. Scarlet ending.
Yeah, that one was good. I did like
And
that.
then the Miss
One plus
Peacock.
one plus two plus one.
Yeah, that's funny. And then like the Miss Peacock one being because like she just it was very like anticlimactic.
Climactic, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause, like they were scared of her, so they're like, let's celebrate her. And she backs out the door and she's gone. And it just was like, that's it? Like it's just that I don't know, it's also like a funny ending because it went a different direction than you expected,
Yeah.
but it also just kind of felt like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
Yeah, I
that.
think I would agree with that order. The Miss Scarlet one I feel like is like almost the most classic kind of like if you're gonna have an ending with like in line with the board game because then when you do play the game, there is an for sure there's an answer. There's this person, this weapon, this room. And I feel like the Miss Scarlet ending kind of captures that kind of more or less, right?
Yeah.
There's this is the person that, as opposed to like that third ending, I think it's hilarious, but there's like there's a lot going on. There's
Yeah.
multiple people, multiple things. It's like again, I think it's the most fun, but I think the Miss Scarlet ending is the most in line with like
I feel like also the Miss Scarlet ending kind of like a lot of the other people that are in the house seem to be more connected to her, like, right? Like you got Colonel Mustard, who is definitely a customer, Yvette, who definitely works for her. You've got the policeman who is on her payroll. Like that's already like three people. Two of
yeah.
them are dead. The cook, whatever, that's Miss Peacock. The driver, whatever, that's Mustard's whole thing. But it kind of makes sense that she would be in the business of secrets. She would get the more out of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that one. I like the last one as well. Every time I watch it, when they're like, this person wasn't here in this room, and this person wasn't here when this happened, I've gone back. Me and me and my friend that watch it, we've both been like, wait, but is that real? And we've gone back to when they're going and checking on Yvette when she's screaming and seeing like, okay, who's not there? And Mrs. Peacock's not there at all. Like she's for sure not in that scene at all.
Huh.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then
So it's like fully planned out.
yes.
And like I thought that too. So while we were watching it unfold, I was like, Did, who was missing in that scene? And like
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
talked about, me and Kyle talked about it when we watched it, couldn't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely something that I like keep an eye out for when I watch it now, where I'm like, okay, who's missing? Who's not in this scene right now? Okay, how did we get here? Because sometimes there's so much going on and I love it, but there's so much going on that I'm like, I'm actually kind of lost a little bit and I'm just here for the ride. You could tell me that it was Mrs. White who was upstairs. She killed Yvette, and I'd be like, yep, you got it. That was her. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just having a good time. I tried to find quotes, but it's literally just I'm on IMDb and it's literally just people writing out the script. Like I mean, are we kidding? But like the whole movie is pretty quotable. But one of the ones that I stopped on because I really enjoyed is like the chief and Mrs. Peacock at the door where like she's just the doorbell rings and she's like, "Oh my God, doesn't he know that there's like, don't they know that there's danger?" And she's like, "Go away." Um, hold on. He's like, "Good evening." I'll act it out for you. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna do different voices. Good evening. Have you ever? I'm not gonna do different voices. Have you ever given any thought to the kingdom of heaven? Repent, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And Miss Scarlet's like, you ain't just whistling Dixie. I love that she's just like, she's going through it. And then he's like, Armageddon is almost upon us. I got news for you. It's already here. Go away. But your souls are in danger. Our lives are in danger, you beatnik. And she closes the door in his face. I thought that was so funny and scene. Megan, did you think of? Oh, thank
No,
you.
I couldn't remember.
No, okay.
I can't
I
remember.
was like, did you come up with your list? Okay. Do you want to let's do the things that are new to me, I guess, that I like realized in my research. So when Wadsworth cuts the power to the house when he's like running through the thing, it like represents the point of divergence for the three endings,
Hmm.
which I don't know why, like, because it's so obvious, because every scene when like the new ending picks up is him leaving like the cellar after turning the power back on.
Right.
after he's gotten to that point in like the description, and then he goes into who done it, and it's like I don't know why my brain didn't put two and two together as that like being the divergent point, you know? Another one is Mrs. White tells Colonel Mustard in the kitchen, flies are when men are most vulnerable. This was during the how many husbands have you had? Mine or other women's. Men are like Kleenex, they should be soft and disposable. Blah blah blah. Before this scene, she ended a fight between Mustard and Mr. Body by kneeing Mr. Body in the groin, proving her point. Because the fly to your pants
Yeah.
is where, and I'm like, that's so clever. I don't know why my brain didn't put like these two things together. This is the best thing to like connect. And then the last one where I was like, oh my God, of course. Professor Plum indicates at dinner that he works for the World Health Organization, part of the United Nations organization. This means he works for you know who.
Hmm.
And I'm like, oh my God. Because at one point he's like, oh, I work with with the World Health Organization. He works for you know who. And I'm like, this is amazing. This is the best thing I've ever heard. Um, those are just the three things that I have never like put two and two together, never really like paid attention to. And then I was just like,
My child liked that the blackmailer, just the first victim. His name was Mr. Body. He's like, get it? Because he's the body. I'm
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mr. Body, and then my brain is just like,
body.
oh, when and I'm just like literally waiting for this guy to drop and be
The
the body,
body.
just to be the dead guy on the ground. I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, Mr. Body. And then, it opens you up for lines like, who's there? Nobody. What do you mean nobody? Nobody. Mr. Body's body is gone. Like it's just so many body puns is so good.
Yeah.
Um, the lady that played Yvette, she went to her audition in a maid costume, but she got it because of her body, which is such a typical whatever. I'm happy for her though, because she was great. Very funny.
Yeah,
Her
very
French
good.
accent is atrocious. It's wonderful.
And that makes it more fun.
Her costume
Yeah.
is so extreme, and I was just waiting. I'm like, when's Kyle gonna make a comment about it? And at some point, he's just like, "Who should get you that outfit?" I'm like, I knew you were gonna say something, and I was waiting
Yeah.
for it. It took like maybe halfway through the movie, but
Um, in one scene, Wadsworth Tim Curry tells Mrs. White that no man would be in a room alone with her, and then in the next scene, they draw their matches and he has to go up and they split up together. And I'm like, oh, now you have to be alone with her. She just threatened you. How fun. One thing that I didn't really realize, and then um, one thing I didn't really realize is that the director, he set the film in New England in 1954. And then he wanted his cast to keep like the tones of old Hollywood in mind. So before they started shooting, he screened the Cary Grant and Rosalind Russell film His Girl Friday to like make sure to like kind of be like this is the rapid fire dialogue we're going for. This is like the pace that we're going for. Like you'll notice in the movie that like they're quick. They're quick
Yeah.
with like their responses, their back and forth. Like it's really amazing. Um Leslie Ann Warren, the person who played Miss Scarlet, she said he wanted us to all have the cadence that oh my God, I can't read. Glasses are on my head and not on my face. He wanted us all to have that cadence, that very clipped, quick delivery on our lines, which I think they did. They were very successful.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Um, and that's it. That's all I really have. Do you guys have anything extra that you else
wasn't
any extra
there?
that you else want to talk about?
There was a line. I can't remember who said it. again, there's some back and forth, and then someone was like, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn," which I
Oh,
know is the quote from.
and it was said to Miss Scarlet, right? Which is the
It was
character from Gone with the Wind.
it's yeah, it's during her ending, right? Where she's just like, Wadsworth, you wouldn't like hold this against me. And he's like, frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn. And I'm like, yes, chef's kiss. Perfect. No
Yep,
notes.
yep.
Yeah, it's good. I think yeah, they're really great. Is there anything you guys didn't like? Like, I don't have anything that I didn't like, but is there anything that you guys didn't like? Like, I know it's perfect, but
I can see why maybe when it first came out, it kind of like it not doing so well because probably a lot of people didn't go to see it because they're like, what the heck is this? Like, who
Well,
gives a flying
also,
fart?
it
how
was most of
popular
the. Go
how,
ahead.
how popular was the game at that time? Was it a well-known game? Was it a well-played game? Was it a beloved game?
In the 80s,
Yeah.
I think so. I feel like Clue's been around for a while.
Hmm.
I think the main issue with their release was the multiple endings because in theater they didn't have the three endings one after another.
Right.
It'd be like,
You got what you
okay,
got.
Famous Players is playing Clue with ending A, and then Cineplex down the road is playing Clue with ending B, and then Rainbow Cinemas down here is playing ending C. So you would have to go to like multiple different places, right, to get like all of the endings, which in
Like
theory, if you really loved the movie and you knew there were multiple endings, then great. But if you're just like a person that's normal going to the theater on a Friday night and you're like, let's go see Clue, and you see it once and then I've seen reviews where people are like, my uncle went and saw one ending, and then my dad went and saw a different ending, but they thought that that was the true ending and that it didn't, those different A, B's, and C's didn't exist. So then they
yeah.
got into arguments about it. So, like, I think a lot of people didn't realize that,
It was a marketing thing.
yeah, that it
Because I think
was,
that's what they were probably going for was this was going they were probably hoping for the word of mouth marketing,
mhm,
to be and for people to click that the clue in, haha, that
Hmm.
there's different endings and you don't know kind of, like
yeah.
Which the true ending? No, I don't believe that one.
Yeah, I think it
yeah.
created more division than it did money. Because
Mm.
they were like their budget for the movie was 15 million and they made 14. Like they were a million
Oh.
short, right? So it's like if this was I feel like if they I think in hindsight, and I'm pretty sure that everybody that was part of it agrees, if they released it with the way that it is on on like the DVDs and the VHS, because the
With the
VHS was
three
also
endings.
released with the three endings. But this is what's really happened. But also it could have been this.
Mhm.
If it had that, I think it would have been way more successful.
I
I
think so.
I don't know if this is like a really minor bit, but I like the little pop-ups between those.
Hmm.
They're like
The title cards.
Silent movie
yeah,
card.
yeah, they're like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
silent movie titles. I
Yeah.
like that.
And the
Little
music kind of like mirrors that a little bit too when they're like do 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 and then
Yeah.
it's like okay and then what's is like and then this happened and you're like okay cool we're back in it. Yeah. It's good. There were in 20 something. Hold on, let me just get my notes.
There you go.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh, your glasses are
Um, I know, but I don't like the reflection of it. Like, that's my main issue is the reflection. Um, in there have been rumors for a really long time about a Clue reboot of them redoing it. And
Mm.
in 2019.
I don't know if I like that.
Me neither. I can tell you right
Really?
now, I don't like it because it gets worse or better depending on what your feelings are. Ryan Reynolds optioned a 3-year first look deal in January of 2018. Yeah, no, see, I hate it. I was like, he was gonna direct and star in it. I'm like, if he is in this fucking movie, I will riot. Like,
He's
listen,
raunch.
I enjoy the Ryan Reynolds movies that I have seen. He's good at
Deadpool.
Deadpool. He's
But
great at
that's
Deadpool. That's just him being himself. And he's good at also, there's that rom-com. There's a rom-com that he's in where he's telling his little girl a story about how he met her mother, basically.
yeah.
That
But
one's a
I
good
feel
one.
like because his humor is like that raunchy Deadpool humor.
Yeah.
And I feel like he would just try and make Clue raunchy. And it's like, yeah, it's got like some sexual jokes, but it's not, it's very like
There's
you said, it's
so
got that
many.
1950s kind of old Hollywood kind of like prim and proper feel to
Yeah.
a degree.
With that, I'm like, would he even keep it into old Hollywood? Would he?
No.
No, I don't think so either. I just I'm really struggling with that.
No.
Um
You'd really have to get the right kind of cast, and I don't know what that
Yeah,
would
I'm trying
be,
to
but
think of some
like
so like
people
what
that kind of.
character would Ryan Reynolds play?
you probably want to be Wadsworth.
Oh, true, he's got the more words.
Yeah, he's
The
the
ego
star.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you
Um
can't have ego for that character. That's the problem. That's why it
yeah.
wouldn't work. Because even though Tim Curry is such a big, he doesn't give off that like I'm the
I'm
fucking
better than you.
best. Like y'all are pathetic and should kiss my feet. Like, he gives off he kind of like in the category of like Keanu Reeves, like that like teddy bear kind of like just genuinely nice guy.
Yeah. I really
Keanu
struggle
might be
with
good.
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, Keanu Reeves as Wadsworth, he'd be really good.
That might
I
be
I really struggle with Ryan Reynolds mostly because like I like him in movies like Deadpool and
yeah.
rom-coms that I've seen him, but his comedy is pretty much the same
Mhm.
and he
He just
doesn't
plays
really
himself.
he's playing himself and I'm like this is fine in some scenarios, but in other scenarios I'm not with it.
Yeah.
But that was in 2018. Jason Bateman was briefly attached to the film in September of 2019. Some other
Okay, I can
person
see that working better.
Some other person was attached. James Bobbin, do you know who that is? He's a director. Was attached in February of 2020. The script was rewritten in August of 2022. Hasbro has sought new rights for Clue in 2024 and has established deals with TriStar Pictures and Sony Pictures Television for a new screen adaptation of the board game. And screenwriter Shay Hatton, whoever that is, has been linked to the new script.
Let me put a vote in for Jack Black, maybe? Could he be a character?
He could be a character.
But
I just don't know.
that would
Like,
have fit the vibe
You
though.
don't think so? I could see him being like Colonel Mustard.
Maybe.
be a good Colonel
Maybe.
Mustard. I don't even know who I would cast as anybody. Like, I don't know what my
I
dream
mean,
cast for this movie would be because, like, don't touch it. Just
But
don't do
so what we're
it.
saying is it's so class. It's
is this the perfect casting? You can't recreate it.
Yeah. I mean, okay, like you've got Tim Curry is in it. I'm taking these off again. I can't stand the glare. You got Tim Curry is in it. You got fucking Christopher Lloyd is in it. You got the guy who's the principal from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I
Martin
wish,
Mull, I think.
yeah, I wish I knew these people's names. Like I'm better than this. The lady who plays Scarlet is just like a perfect combination of like comedy and sexy, right? Which is what you want from Scarlet. You've got Mrs. Peacock is like a great older lady who's also unhinged. Like I don't Meryl Streep would be great. She'd be
Okay.
fantastic. I think she does it. She's wonderful. Meryl Streep can do no wrong. Also can't think of another older funny lady. And I'm also on like season 3 of Only Murderers in the Building, so it's pretty fresh.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I've been watching that. I'm pretty
yeah.
behind though.
Madeline
Well,
Kahn is Mrs. White. I don't know who could be her, you
I'm
know.
just thinking about only murders in the building. They had Paul Rudd in it.
Oh,
Paul Rudd in like a recreation.
Paul Rudd.
Colonel Mustard
Paul Rudd. Or
or
oh,
Professor Plum.
I feel so silly that I can't remember his name.
Say it.
Um, he's in Parks and Rec. He plays
Ron Swanson, Nick
no,
Offerman.
no. He is nerdy accounting boy. Leslie Knope's love interest.
Oh,
Oh,
Ben,
Adam?
Adam Scott.
Yes.
Yeah,
I can see him. I don't
as.
know as who, but I can see his comedy fitting the vibe because he's good at playing it straight but being funny with that straight face. Like,
So we got Paul Rudd, we got Adam Scott.
yeah.
Billy Eichner, because he's so aggressively dramatic.
Oh yeah. He could be Wadsworth.
Yeah.
Boom. Billy Eichner's Wadsworth. Paul Rudd is somebody.
Professor Plum or Mr. Green
Oh yeah, okay. Yep. And then we got Adam Scott, who's also
will be
somebody.
the other one, whichever one Paul Rudd is, and then it's Adam Scott.
Yeah.
Because they both have that good, like, kind of weenie looking guy.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like they could be the Colonel. Like, come on. They're kind of
No, you need, I don't
the
know who could be
professor. Like,
the colonel would be. I don't
yeah,
know who that could
I
be.
guess Jared Wood could give him a shot.
Honestly, I feel like Ron Swanson would also, we're just pulling from Parks and Rec at this point.
It's a good show. It's a
Nick
good show.
Offerman could be, I think he would be a good Colonel Mustard.
Colonel. Oh, he'd be a very good
He could do the
colonel.
Colonel.
Yeah.
He could do
And
the
then we've got no women.
Okay, we'll get to it. That's bad.
Meryl Streep. We'll come back to it. We've got
Okay,
10
stick with
minutes.
Meryl Streep. So what do we need? Two more
Two
women?
more. Meryl is Peacock, and then you
Yeah.
need someone who's like very serious,
How
but
about
kind of funny.
Maya Rudolph?
Oh?
Mrs. White? Maya Rudolph is Mrs. White?
Oh, no, you know who would be? Because Parks and Rec. Aubrey Plaza would be a great.
Oh, yeah. She's already Janet Snakehole.
Exactly! She's
Yeah, it'd be Aubrey
basically
Plaza.
Mrs. White.
Okay, so we're just
I can't
gonna
believe
cast
you
Parks
remember
and
that.
Rec. Throw Amy Poehler in there.
Amy Poehler is Miss Scarlet.
Yeah, okay. We did it.
Done.
We
Cast.
cast it. Yeah, just
We used
a whole
everybody.
cast of Parks and Rec. Come on down. You are now doing Clue.
Oh my God. It's perfect. Okay. I think we should do final thoughts and then and
Yep.
and skedoodle. So, final thoughts and your rating. Go, whomstever.
Um, Overall, it was really fun. I'm going to show it to my Kyle and again, show it to Bean when she's older.
Huh?
And yeah, it surprised me. It was really good. I enjoyed it.
I got one.
I love a good Tim Curry. Yeah, eight, solid eight.
Sick.
Noise. Noise.
Noise. Renee?
Uh, Pretty similar. I don't want to keep saying it's fun because that's such a
But it
lame
is
descriptor. It's such a lame
fun
descriptor, but it was really fun.
energetic.
Um, Jazzy. I don't know. Anyway,
Jazzy, energetic. Those are both very good words.
so definitely like a movie I'm gonna keep close. And yes, when the boys are older, we're gonna watch it because we do movie nights on Friday, so it'll be fun
Yes.
to switch over from animated movies to like actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good one to do when they're older. Yeah, it's a rewatch, and I'm gonna do a 9 out of 10. Vibing with it.
Yay! Oh my God. I don't even want to do my rating because it doesn't matter,
Okay.
but I love this movie and I watch it maybe multiple times a year, especially around like the
Yeah.
fall like wet season, I guess.
But it could be a light Halloween movie because it's like it's about murder and shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like very like it's all hollow but feels like costumey. Like
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
perfect. My backup Halloween costume every year is, if I don't have anything and I can't come up with anything, then I'll just be Mrs. White. I got like I got a black skirt. I got a black thing that I could cut the arms off. We're good. I just have to make a hat. So yeah, that this movie's perfect. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. But I mean, I'm biased, so it's fine. Okay,
I
cool.
mean, yeah, I feel like we didn't really have many like dislikes or criticisms of it, so like high ratings all around makes sense.
Yay. This one's so much better than the mummy.
And the movie was good too. Oh, me and Robin watched the 2027 17 whatever, the Tom Cruise Mummy.
Mummy.
We watched it.
Yeah, and I also watched it.
I didn't hate it. I get that it was different and
Hmm.
like it was going a different direction and like you had, told us it was going to be different. But I'm like I was
Mm,
fine with it. I liked it.
what do you think what they were trying to do?
I really wanted Nick Miller to be in it longer.
Mm.
That's
Nick
my only
Miller.
thing. I don't remember what his real name is. I really wanted
Jake
Nick Miller
Johnson.
to be Jake Johnson. I wanted him to be in it longer because
Yeah.
he's funny. Um, what they were trying to do, I no, I didn't like it. I wanted it to be better.
Oh, you did like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
It was fine. Russell Crowe's fine. I think my problem was actually Tom Cruise becoming the mummy at the end. Oh, spoiler alert.
But that, but that's, but that's how you get the Avengers with the monster.
I understand it. I just don't think I care about Tom Cruise anymore, okay? It's
They took a swing.
2025. I think we need to move on.
Yeah,
Okay? The man needs to rest.
I just wish we had gotten at least one more just because I know it was gonna be bad, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to see where the hell they were planning on going from that.
Yeah.
That's all.
Maybe one day it'll get revived by somebody else. I don't
But
know.
not in the same, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. And that was 1985's Clue. So happy you guys liked it. Thank you so much for hanging out and oh my God, glasses are back on. Hanging out and talking movies with us. If you want to see our face, we're on YouTube at Where You Watching That Pod. You can follow us on Instagram at Where You Watching That Pod. And if you have any movie recommendations, questions, fun facts, you can email us at whereyouwatchingthatpod@gmail.com. And if you don't want to see our faces, we are also on Spotify. We are Where You Watching That with an exclamation point at the end, I think. All right, cool. So you can that is it. And don't forget to tune in next time when we cover the 2015 Krampus. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Holidays.